And you just thought we were done with Dragonlance. GameMasters here, and one of the things that I absolutely love about DM's Guild and Drive the RPG is that you can get multiple books of the same subject, and while the information provided covers similar topics, each one has its own unique take on said subject. Last week I did a first look at the Dragonlance Companion by Splinterverse. This week we're taking our first look at Tasslehoff's Pouches of Everything from Dragonlance Nexus. A lot of the information across both books covers similar topics, from a brief rundown of the lore to the pantheon of Krynn, the gods. But here's the thing, what's cool, and I mentioned this just a moment ago, this book gives its own unique spin on all of that, enriching the material all around. Before I jump too deep into this book, there is a disclaimer, and I love those. This one reads, "Contained herein are the observations of the world-traveling, time-hopping kender Tasslehoff Burfoot, also known as Tass, and that doorknob of a kender, he has found himself in the unlikeliest of places throughout his lifetime. Our concern is that now that he's traveled to Earth and borrowed cell phone technology, this book may serve as a sort of gateway into your own home, and while he is a charming fellow, we find his personality to be a bit much. Lock down anything shiny, and for Paladine's sake, don't accuse him of stealing. The Dragonlance Nexus is not legally responsible for any missing items from your homestead. The reader takes full liability if Tass appears in your home." There are 10 chapters total, with the first one going over the ancestries found in Ansalon, from dwarves to gnomes, from elves to minotaurs. It provides information on 14 ancestries in all, including Urda, a form of dark ogres, and Phaethon, distantly related to elves, but these guys have wings. Chapter 2 and 3 cover new subclasses, backgrounds, and feats, with one of those feats being Soth's Darkness. Provided your intelligence or wisdom is over 13, it provides to you one first-level spell that inflicts necrotic damage and allows you to normally see in darkness, both magical forms and non-magical forms, up to 30 feet. Chapter 4 focuses on weapons found in and around Krynn. For example, we've previously covered the Hoopak, but what's cool here is that, back in the olden days of Dragonlance, Kender made all kinds of neat weapons. This book brings a lot of them back. For example, the Whippick. It's a weird weapon that's part whip, part fishing pole, part kind of rustic bow, and in a pinch it can be used as a very odd stringed instrument. There is also the Chappick. This one is a hand axe that can also be converted into a type of slingshot, and with a little more twisting it can be converted into a type of flute. Kender are a goofy lot, and this book provides a few more of the old weapons that Kender have created. One of the goofier things that Kender have created is the Thumbpack. It's a fist weapon that converts into a thumbs up. And the best part is you may already have one. And while you got your thumbs up, feel free to give this video a like. Chapter 5 goes over the gods of Krynn and also includes information about Chaos, the High God, and Mina. And Chapter 6 jumps into how magic works on Krynn in relation to the different classes. For example, it addresses how the Artificer could work within the mythos of Dragonlance, as well as addressing clerics, druids, paladins, and rangers. It covers all the other classes as well, bards, barbarians, fighters, monks, rogues, and sorcerers. And I really like that because the official Dragonlance book was a little kind of sparse on that information. Chapter 7 is where it's at. This one presents some wicked cool magic items and weapons, like the Blue Crystal Staff. It is a +1 quarterstaff that grants an extra 46 points of radiant damage to creatures of evil alignment. It also has 20 charges with which you can cast the following spells: Command, Continual Flame, Cure Wounds, Detect Poison and Disease, Greater Restoration, Lesser Restoration, Mass Cure Wounds, Raise Dead, Remove Curse, and Resurrection. However, each of those spells will consume a different amount of charges, only recharging 1d4 each day at dawn. It also has an anti-elemental aura that you can activate that will provide in a 30-foot radius immunity to either acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. Now, that's pretty powerful for a +1 staff, but here's the rub. It's a holy artifact from the god Mishakal, and if you place the staff into the hand of the statue of Mishakal at the Temple of Xanathar, it will instantly regain all of its spent charges. All said, there are 13 new magic items, including 4 types of Dragonlances in this chapter. Chapter 8 delves into the various creatures and monsters that can be found in Ansalon. Yes, Draconians are listed in here as well, but you get 5 different varieties. Chapter 9 gives a good rundown over the various ages that have passed on Krynn, but what's more, it also provides information on times that come after the War of the Lance, which is the setting that the official Dragonlance publication from Wizards of the Coast takes place. But yeah, after the War of the Lance, you have the Chaos War, then the Age of Mortals, and the War of Souls. Chapter 10 explores the various regions and geography of Krynn, so you can actually explore a little further out than what is provided in the Shadow of the Dragon Queen. All of what is found in this book is 107 pages. And get this, none of it is an adventure. It's all actual information that you can use to put meat onto bones should you wish to run a game in the Dragonlance setting. But check this out. This is Champions of Krynn. This is an adventure and is included with your purchase of Tasslehoff's Pouches of Everything. It spans over 30 pages and was designed for first level characters. It is broken down into 4 parts, with each part lasting roughly 1 hour. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything about this adventure, but I can promise that some of you older D&D players, and I'm referring to those of you that played PC games in DOS, I will most assuredly find some goodies in this adventure that are familiar. Role players, this is a pretty sweet tome. Dragonlance Nexus did a fantastic job with the material within, and getting an adventure along with it is just some extra pudding. I'm impressed with the artwork. The flow of the book works well, and simply put, it provides additional context to what the official Dragonlance book was missing. I'm happy to have it a part of my collection to draw information from. As mentioned at the top of this video, the link to this is down in the description, and if you'd like to check out the Dragonlance companion that we looked at last week, be sure to check out this video next. What do you think of Tasslehoff's Pouches of Everything? It's pretty wicked, but let me know your thoughts down in the comment, and until next our paths cross, may your belongings not mysteriously disappear.